Good morning to all. At the outset, I have no financial disclosures pertaining to this study. COVID-19 has taught us that the power of rapid diagnosis, the power of immunology, and how important it is for us to modulate it at the right time to prevent the undesirable consequences when it came to COVID-19. Similarly, there are a lot of gray areas in refractive surgery like post-LASIK discomfort, refractory dry eye disease, pain without stain, post-LASIK ectasia, keratoconus and cross-linking outcomes, and post-PRK haze or scarring. All this happens in spite of having a preoperative normal evaluation. So the question here is, what is the missing link? We need to identify this missing link at the right time to prevent the undesirable consequences in refractive surgery as well. So there are multiple molecular markers present in our eye at various surfaces like ocular surface and in the stroma, which is responsible for wound healing, which will impact our surgical outcomes, response to therapy, and choice of the medications we use. So the research question was, like all other diagnostic kits available in the market and heavily used, can we also have a point of care diagnostic kit to diagnose ocular changes? For any kit, we need to have a specific set of antibody markers to pick up the right markers, which is abnormal. What we did was we took a specific set of markers which are elevated or higher in discomfort, which are responsible in keratoconus disease and cross-linking outcomes, post-LASIK ectasia, which are responsible for post-PRK haze or cross-linking haze or scar, which can be detected at the right time to prevent ectasia and dry eye, which are responsible for pain without stain, and also which are responsible for retinal conditions like vascular and diabetic retinopathies, myopia progressions, and glaucoma. So we took a set of these common markers which are similar across all these conditions, and we decided to incorporate them in our point of care diagnostic kit to build the reader. This kit is an ELISA-based, fluorescence-based microfluidic device, which is an antigen-antibody reaction-based kit, where the antibody is present in the wells of the kit. The antigens come from our tears, which are collected with Schirmer strip, and there is the most important part is this kit has a second antibody present, which is there in the fluorescence reader, which will enhance the sensitivity and specificity of these markers to give us a right result. And another advantage of this kit is it has a multi-fluidic drainage kit, which we can incorporate multiple markers in one single device to have not rather than only a single marker. Patients walking in our outpatient department, 18 to 45 years of age, and sex match controls were taken into the study. Controls, post-refractive surgery, dry eye, evaporative dry disease, keratoconus and cross-link patients, and other conditions. And they were subjected to a tear test with this point of their diagnosis. We took the tears with Schirmer strip, and then they were stored in a metal of tube, to which we added 300 microliters of buffer solution. The tube was then shaken for 5 minutes to extract the tear proteins. Once we have these tear proteins, they were then incorporated and put in the wells of this cartridge. And this cartridge, after filling the wells, were then put in the kit to have the markers, that what are the levels of the markers. At the end of the test, we get the values of each of these markers, that what is the value. Based on our normative data, we created the reference interval so that we know that the marker value which we are getting is normal or abnormal, and how do we go about it. What we observed was that patients with chronic dry contact lens users, pain without stain, progressive keratoconus, non-responder to dry eye management had higher levels of IL-6, MMP9, and IL-8. Yes, this is suggestive of inflammation, but this will not respond to our normal steroids and artificial tears, and this require a customized treatment. We also observed when compared to other conditions that ocular surface conditions like dry eye disease, progressive keratoconus, contact lens intolerance had significantly higher levels of inflammatory markers compared to other conditions. And the VEGF levels were lower in these patients, and IL-17 levels were higher in this patient, suggestive of neuropathic pain, and that these patients will probably require steroid treatment rather than anti-VEGFs. How do we apply to this clinic? Cataract surgery is one of the routinely performed surgeries in our clinic. Post-operatively, a lot of patients come with chronic itching, discomfort, irritation, inflammation, a lot of pain, which we cannot explain, which leads to poor wound healing, which will give us a poor optical quality and poor quantity of vision, or sometimes a refractive surprise as well. When we did a tear test for this refractive and cataract surgery patients, we found a similar set of markers were elevated for this patient. So what we did was, for all this set of patients, we customized the treatment. Like, if IL-6 and MMP9 are higher, you give cyclosporin. If IL-8 is also higher, you give a trehalose, not just a normal cyclosporin or a chloroquine. So based on these markers, we customize the treatment for each of this patient to have an optimal outcome. We are right now collaborating with a US-based biotech company to have mass productions of this kits so that it will be commercially available to all of us in our clinics. We are also working on vascular occlusions and diabetic retinopathy, ROP babies, to have an optimal treatment plan for these patients. Dopamine levels are also detected in tears to control the myopia progression at the right time. And the FDA trials are ongoing at this point of time. So this is the first panel in the world, a first point of care diagnostic kit, which helps us in identifying these markers at the clinical level and diagnose the subclinical inflammation at the right time to optimize the treatment. The journey has been of 10 years, where we started in 2010, and now we are in 2021, where the multicentric trials are going on. And with God's grace, next year we'll be having a personalized medicine with each of these markers in our clinic. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a nice presentation, Dr. Pooja.
Thank you,
we
sir.
had a similar presentation from your center in the academic research also. There's a think under it, thing under the apple tree.
Yes, sir.
I think both presentations are almost same. That was lab on chip.
Yes, sir. It's a similar one.
Anyway, it's a very good presentation. I think it's going to be useful. You think it will become practical and easier for clinician to use it as far as cost is concerned?
Yes, sir. But the cost which we are planning to have it for our patient is around 1,000 rupees. So it will just be like your topography test. Maybe right now you'll not do it for all, but in next 5 years, you'll be doing it for your 50% of your patients, because your dry eye patients are going to increase, post-refractive happy patients are going to increase. So maybe in next 5 years, you'll be using it for 50% of patients, and in next 10 years, maybe for all the patients. So this is here to stay.
Excellent presentation, Pooja. Probably you are scanning the body with the tear only.
Sir, it is like your COVID thing, the power of immunology. All are ocular.
So, have you studied that whatever the biomarker you studied and you have planned your treatment according to that biomarker? It has substantial effect. That has the study has been done?
Yes, sir. So the flowchart I showed is based on the markers which is elevated in the tear. We give the treatment according to it, whether the patient needs cyclosporin, Trehalose, or only steroid, or whether the patient will benefit with a modern day dry eye therapy. So we are customizing the treatment based on the tear test which we are getting.
And you found the result?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is why we are going forward with a larger multicentric trial.
So this kit is commercially available?
No, sir. Right now, we just collaborated a few months back with the Biotechni company. So they are doing a mass production right now. So by like late 2021, by AO or next year, we will be launching the kit, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Vinod,
thank you.
Vinod sir, and also Rajiv Chaudhary sir. Probably,
yes, sir.
Probably if this kit comes,
yes,
probably this is going to be the eye opener in the field of ophthalmology, sir. That's what I don't have any sort of for the presenter. I don't know exactly, but I just listening to the presentation. If this comes in the market, then most of our ophthalmologist problem, post-op patients coming and eating our head, I think should be able to come down.
This can be applied to so many part of our eye problem. So
Dr. Pooja has already presented one topic, happy surgery, unhappy patient. That will be the most applicable thing in that scenario. You do very good surgery, everything is very good, but patient is not happy. Some itching, irritation, keep on
sir. In your cataract surgery also chuban ho raha hai, which doesn't go with
this is a very common problem.
Yes.
You find no reason for that.
Active surgery session, but I wanted to put one slide on cataract because we get a lot of patients coming with chuban ho raha hai, so that is why.
Agree. So we are running short of time. I think we can move to next speaker.
Thank you, sir.